Well, good morning, everybody. It's another new adventure. So, I've been watching a lot of people hike this area, so thought I'd give it a shot. Give me a minute and I'll show you where we're at. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be for the weekend, it looks like, particularly for this area. I guess it can get quite sketchy, but it's not going to be the case, at least from the forecast that I'm seeing. Anyway, I'm going to get moving on here shortly. Let's go and show you where we're at. So, I didn't want to take too big of a chunk. I just want to do a leisurely hike this weekend. I'm out. It's Friday the 4th, and I'll be out for Saturday and then come back Sunday. But there you go. So we're cutting the Blackbird Knob Trail. That's about the halfway of the circle. And I think I'm going to go end to end of that, and then we'll head south down the Red Creek area and circle back around, come on up. Maybe Lion's Head, I don't know. We'll just see how we feel. It's not about miles, it's about enjoyment. So, and that's what I intend to do. And you know the rule. We're moving on. So, as I said, I'm out here in Dolly, Sods, doing the Blackbird Knob Trail. That's where I'm starting at. And I'm going to cut across the circle, basically. It was one big loop from Red Creek up to Bear Rocks. Yesterday, I did the grand tour all the way around. Quite crowded at Bear Rocks. Same way, Red Creek was not horrible, but it had a number of people. Even this trailhead is pretty much packed right here at the campground too, which surprises me for a 4th of July weekend. But then again, here I am, right? So yeah, I guess you get the whole mix out here from everything I've seen on other people's videos. Bryce Newbold. Anyway, I'm out here and we're going to see what it's all about. It's pretty dang muddy on this trail so far, and rocky. Show you here. I mean, that's mild. As you can see, yeah, pretty much like that since I started after I got off the boardwalk there, which was only maybe 100 feet. So we'll see what we get. I'm sure we'll run in dry trail too. Like I said, the way I understand it is you got a mix of everything. You can do some scrambling on boulders and such. Some border crossings. Rocks, of course, which we're dealing with right now. Mud. Meadows. So if you haven't watched any of the people's videos, get a look-see. You might find it an interesting hike. And rather than try and walk with this thing and bust my ass, I'm going to put it away. And when I get to a view, I'll let you see it. Or anything for that matter that's of interest to me, at least. You'll have a good day. And I'm moving on. Here we go. One of our first views of the day. I don't think I'm a half mile in. When I was driving around here yesterday, it was like, wow. I was up at Bear Rocks. The views up there are amazing. I got a couple of clips. I don't know how good they are. If they're not very good, I'll go back there when I come out and get a couple more. It was pretty windy up there last night. I didn't stay up there. I stayed in the trailhead parking lot. Slept in the car. I got here late, and that worked great. And here we are. It's going to be an interesting trail, actually. You know, I've seen all the warnings. Make sure you know where you're going. You got a good map, GPS, and all that happy stuff. Sorry for getting the sun in your eyes. But yeah, they're not kidding. It's very easy to lose your way here. My suggestion would be is have it all. Get you a hard copy map. Get you your Onyx or All Trails, whatever. I'm using Onyx and it works great. You know, have backups, have a compass. You might need it. I might need it. I don't know yet. So far, so good. There you have it. Moving on. One of the other things I want to mention, I mentioned, you know, have all kinds of navigation. Included with that make sure it's usable offline. Don't rely on anything that's got to have a cell signal. You don't have cell signal out here. And if you do catch a signal, it's going to be super weak and it'll drop out on you in a heartbeat. So, forgot to mention it, but very important. This is what you got. And it's been this way pretty much all the way, actually. There are a couple of spots where it gets dry and easy to walk, but you got to watch every step. As you can tell, kind of difficult to film while I'm walking, but I wanted to give a good representation of what the trail is like. This is the trail, and while it looks very easy to follow, hitting it at the beginning, you can get off course right quick. I did, not by much. I was able to, I think I got out of the way, maybe 50 feet or so, but it was enough. I had to turn around and backtrack. So yeah, and it's quite slick, at least this section of the trail. I'm still on Blackbird Knob. So some high grasses and stuff. Get the permethrin out, the cardon. It'd be a good self-defense. So far so good. I haven't seen anything tick-wise. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Now this here is mild, not very muddy, because it's out in the sun, so everything is dried up. Some, and there's some. You gotta be careful because you'll think that it's dried up. Oh, Mr. Bunny. You see Mr. Bunny? Let's give him a good shot. Hey, little baby. Little baby bunny. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Bunny. We'll leave you alone. This is your house. Yeah, so there's spots where it looks like it's dry, but you step in it, it's slick as snake snot. So, all right, well, this is kind of what it's been like. It's challenging, but it's rewarding as hell. Yeah, you'll put your land nav skills together here, no question. If you don't have any, it's a good place to learn, that's for sure. Because if you get lost, it's not hard to get back on track. Enough of my rambling, I'm moving on. All right, still on the Blackbird Knob Trail. This one does have a fire ring. I have seen other camp areas or potential places to pop a tent up for the night without fire rings. I guess the rule is if it has a fire ring, you can camp there. If not, well, I guess you take a chance. I don't know. Quite honestly, I'm not too worried about it, but nice little spot here though. Nice run in the water. Yeah, I bet you get a good night's sleep here. It's way too early. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, so I think it's 9. So we're moving on. Definitely some tannin in that water, but it's a beautiful spot. And then look in the trees right there, nice little tent site. Yeah, we got to cross here, so looks like this is going to be the path. But yeah, very nice. All right, we're moving on. I tell you, I'm quite impressed with the number of areas to pitch up at. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is a AT hiker's dream, I think. It's certainly very nice. Of course, you're not tucked away. I mean, you could get that way, but you know, you got the stream right nearby. And yeah, and I've seen several like this. Yeah, well, as you can tell, I'm in a pine forest. Now, I don't know for how long. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to keep pushing towards the destination. Like I said, I think the destination today is going to be Here we go. Stop yapping here. Check this out. You're right next to the stream. That lullaby. Yes, indeed. But yeah, as I said, Red Creek is the destination today. Somewhere along that line. Old Stone Cold, I think it's called. Or Big Stone Cold, I don't know, I can't remember. I know it's Stone Cold something. But yeah, we're gonna go down that leg and find a place for the night. I don't think it'll be Lion's Head today. If I do Lion's Head, it'll be tomorrow. I'm fairly certain. Because then I'm gonna kind of work my way back to the car. Get within a couple of miles, maybe closer. Put up for the night and then head out early in the morning. I'm sure there'll be plenty of traffic. All right, we're moving on. Climb of the day doesn't look too horrible. Doesn't seem much worse. But yeah, it's an up. And then we skirt the mountaintop, so it'll level out pretty quick. Yeah, still plugging along on the Blackbird Trail. We're about past halfway. About 2.5 miles. There you go. That's what I got. Beautiful day. Moving on. Again, another beautiful area. You can see the trail cuts up through there. We got to cross the stream here. You can't get much prettier than this. I mean, I guess you could. I'll take this though for right now. I'm not greedy. Nice little fire ring over there. There's a pine forest right behind me, and there's plenty of camp spots in there. Yeah. A lot of tannin in the water. All right, well, let's get moving on. We got a stream to cross. All right. Almost to the top of the mountain off of Rocky Run Trail. Or, I got Rocky Run on my mind. Blackbird Knob Trail. I don't know, I got maybe another 200-300 feet to go to get to the actual top. I don't know if I got views, so I have views here without question. Warm, it's warm. I don't know what the temp is, I don't want to look. It'll only make me think I'm hotter. But, yeah, there you have it, and that's where we're heading. So, moving on. Like I said, you get all varieties of terrain. This here is literally a creek, stream, whatever you want to call it. It serves as the pathway. Yeah. So, there you have it. This is what I've been walking through for a little bit. Beavers are doing their job. Yeah, they got that dam working. Of course, I haven't seen any beavers, that is. But there's another small one up above. I see their den up above. But yeah, done a hell of a job. Look how much water is just running down below. Let's see here. Yeah, very little water down below it, considering. All right, moving on. Nothing like mountain water. Freeze your feet off. But it makes the swelling go down. All right. Take a look. Yep, that's upstream, obviously. Downstream. All right, day 2 in Dolly Sods. So we're going to see what the day goes like. I don't know if I'm going to do Lion's Head now or wait until another trip. But either way, I don't know if I'll be putting up tonight. I don't know if I'll be out here tonight. I got into camp real early yesterday, surprised myself. 10 miles on the day. I didn't plan to do the whole loop, and I still don't, but I'm certain I could have done that. Now that I know the terrain and got some kind of idea what I'm dealing with. But there you have it. We'll show you the views as I go along. Anything of interest. It was a wonderful night. Got a little chilly, but not horrible. Probably down in the low 50s. Maybe a little lower than that. Hard to say. But there you have it. It was a beautiful campsite. There's one thing this place is known for is campsites. Plenty of them. And good ones too. So quite a few people in with me last night. Yeah, all over the place. All right, y'all have a good day, and we'll get moving on. And this is how the day starts. Ah, yes. Stream crossing right out the gate. Doesn't look to be too horrible though. There's one thing you'll encounter out here is plenty of mud and then water. Quite peaceful. I slept right by the stream last night. All right, I gotta put this down, get this crossing done, and then we'll get moving on. Hope you all have a great, great day. We're on our way up to Lion's Head. Good little climb. I wouldn't call it straight up, but yeah, it's a climb. But only a couple 300 feet, I guess, in elevation, so not bad. Could be worse. All right, well, we're going up there somewhere. Yeah. See you when we get to the top. We're getting real close to Lion's Head. Real close. What a view, right? A little warm this morning, but bearable. Kind of like yesterday. Got to about 3 or 4 o'clock yesterday. Got a little warm. I should say hot. Nice little view spot. We're heading that direction. Yeah. We'll get good picture from over there as well. And we're moving on. This is what you call a nice morning view. Not even 10 o'clock yet. Yep, we're at Lion's Head. What a gorgeous view up here. You can see forever. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't want to fall off this one. Well, I was really debating this one this morning. I got pretty darn hot yesterday. I got pretty dehydrated. Not terribly, but enough so. So I was wondering if I should pass this up. And I'm glad I didn't. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be getting up here. It's a climb, but it ain't bad. We came from over here, that ridge there. Beautiful camping spots up in there. Yeah, that's bookmarked for the next trip out here. Beautiful spot. It's all dry. No water up there, but hell, bring some on up with you. You'd be good. All right, I'm gonna get moving on. Don't know if I've ever seen views from the backside of Lion's Head. If nobody's ever seen it, there you have it. Just as picturesque as Lion's Head itself. And we're still up there. We got to go on over where these folks are. It's down off the mountain. I came from up there. Beautiful area, no question. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, a bit tricky getting down off this thing. You can well see that's where I came from. I still got more of this to go. Moving on. Well, I'd say there's a few rocks. Got about a mile to go on this. And it's supposed to be all like this, and it has been. But it's much better than that bushwhacking I just did coming off Lion's Head. Oh my God. But it's over. Just like this will be. And we're moving on. Well, you know, when you're going down to the bottom of a loop, you know you gotta go up to get back to the top of it. Yeah. I'm on the last part of it actually. Yeah. I don't know. It's not too far, I know that. Maybe half mile. But as you can tell, I'm breathing hard and taking a short siesta here, and then it's back on up. always forget the outro. I always forget it when I get done and wrap up the hike. Anyway, we've wrapped it up and we're moving on, heading home. No sense in putting up a tent just to get up at, some ungodly hour in the morning to get back before traffic. July 4th holiday weekend and going into DC on a Sunday would be horrible. So anyway, it was a good hike. I'll be back. This is definitely worth it. No question about it. Camper's paradise, backpacker's paradise, hiker's paradise, you call it. Beautiful country. All right, I'm moving on. Literally.